Marina Bay hosted a Grand Prix that briefly ran in the 60s and 70s, but the Garden City re-entered the calendar for good in 2008. We missed it for a couple of years, but it was great to come back to the Singapore Grand Prix. Things have changed slightly around the Marina Bay circuit. 4 corners have been taken out, the lap length reduced to just over 3 miles. That might be a welcome relief to the drivers, might be even more of a relief for their brakes. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lopez lines up on pole position, and it's Lance Stroll in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Albon, Russell, Bottas, Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Leclerc, Verstappen, Behrman, Senna, Gasly, Hamilton, Théo Pourchaire, Ocon, Tsunoda, Vesti, Hauger, Sargent, Hulkenberg, and Zhou Guanyu. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me for the first time this season here in the commentary box, Naomi Schiff. Hello, Nomes. As we all know, every single driver wants to know what's required of them. And in the case of this driver, I think things are pretty stable at the moment. They're doing what the team require.
Absolutely. We're certainly seeing a driver that feels a lot more comfortable and confident within the team. And that comes from that stability and being settled into what we can now see as a clear role within the team. It's so important for a driver to know where they stand, because sometimes when you don't know exactly where you stand, you can easily overdrive or even put too much pressure on yourself. So I think they'll be able to focus on the smaller details during the race today.
Hello guys, we've been popped on the softs. Hell no. 130, there will be in the 129s on medium. That's what it's gonna be. For now, let me load up the chat up on ways here. Okay, my phone is charging, it's 20%, so you guys can feel free to message. I'll be able to check the chat. Let's go then. The formation now. This is the starting grid then. Myself, Stroll, Norris, Albon, Russell, with Piastri all the way in P7, and this for the World Drivers' Championship and Constructor Championship could be big. Because if both papayas are in the points, this could be very well.
Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well.
Alright then, our mic is back on. Let's get this race underway then, as we line up onto the grid now. We won Singapore last season. Singapore has been a W track for us, I'd say. Can we convert something today is the question. Keyword starting pole position. It's myself, Stroll, Norris, Albon, Russell, known as today If I win this race, I could extend my championship chances to over 100 points. Here we go in Singapore. 5 red lights are waving. The green flag's waving at the back. It's lights out. And away we go. And Stroll gets away well. Norris has had a very poor start. So does Oscar Piastri. And into turn 1, Norris versus the Ferrari of Albon and George Russell. And Norris is dropping down into P4 with Albon, Russell and Norris fighting over and scrambling. Who's going to be P2 at the end of this sequence? Piastri dropping out of the points at the start of this race. Has been a torrential start twice. Oscar Piastri, and the man is fighting for the World Drivers' Championship. He's currently sat in out of the points again. McLaren downfall at the second half of this season is literally diabolical. Did not anticipate to feel this much McLaren downfall, especially after such a high at the start of the season with Bahrain win for Norris by 20 seconds or something. Lewis to now us coming back stronger with us. We can check where Oscar Piastri is. There he is, P8. Nearly got sandwiched. Senna up into P11. Verstappen's lost out. Hamilton's gained a position at the start of this race. So it has been quite of a start in this Singapore Grand Prix as we head towards the end of lap number 1. Then Stroll and me fighting over who's going to take the lead. The gap from Norris to myself 1.3 seconds, which shows the battling at turn 1 wasn't too necessary for Albon. Yeah, for Albon in the Ferrari as we come across the line. A 1:29.63 to extend our chances in this race to try and see where we can match for our pace for the rest of this race. Reminder, the DRS will enable for Lance Stroll, not for us though. However, Norris will have DRS on Lance Stroll, so that's something we need to also consider. Gonna go to none mode now, recharge the battery. Here comes Oscar Piastri, here comes Lance Stroll on us. We go green sector 1 because Stroll's taken it, and it's a W sector 1 for Lance Stroll with the DRS. We'll be able to try and have this was to get the fastest lap in this Singapore Grand Prix. Average lap time we're looking at is a 1:31, 1:32 to let's say 1:31.8 or something per 1 lap. So this could be a really exciting race come lap number 22 of 22 as we currently extend our championship fight. As it stands, Oscar Piastri will not be able to fight for the World Drivers' Championship. We're currently leading by 74 points or 84 points or something as we tap the rear wheel on the barrier. No damage done, thankfully. Just edging the mount of the walls around Singapore at the moment as we come to the end of lap number 2. Then Stroll with the DRS, kind of rapid, and we're doing pretty decent then to keep him behind. However, with the DRS, you can see how powerful it is as we come into turn number 1. Stroll just has to wait a little longer for him to try and get his position onto us. Then as Norris will get DRS on Stroll. Stroll will have DRS on us. We're going to be a sitting duck, so we may as well use a bit of battery here and try and pull away from the fast-pacing Aston Martin, who's currently doing really good on those medium tyres. We are going to go to hards at the end of the race. If we can keep this mediums up, I wouldn't mind going to softs. However, we're going to have to do a good 18, 19 and a half laps on these mediums just for us to go softs. And I don't think that's the best strategy. It's just going to be a bottling strategy because what are the mediums at now? They're still 5% and it's only lap 3. So this, the night sky, nighttime weather here in Singapore, it could be helping us tyre-wise in an advantage. Lance Stroll trying a move at sector 3 won't be able to do so. But yeah, sorry, apologies, just had to reconnect the mic. Then here comes Lance Stroll. He's really trying in the last 2 corners of this Singapore racetrack here in Marina Bay. Won't add up to his chances here as we cruise around the final corner now. That's the lead. 0.3 seconds then. Can we try and pull away is the question. Lance Stroll's got the DRS. It's going to be a bit harder to do so as we come into turn 1, really sliding there. Took too much speed there into the corner. We've lost so much time from that. Now I'm wondering, are we safe heading into lap number 422, because Lance Stroll's got the DRS and he's much closer here. The drag reduction system gives you an extra 16-17 kilometers per hour extra speed. Here comes Lance Stroll, and we're going to go wheel to wheel into this hairpin here. It's going to be very tight game. Lance Stroll had to back out of there, that's for sure. The kick sab at the back of the field, you can see the gap deficiency from him to the Alpine. It's about 5 seconds, whereas kick sab might want to forget this season and move on to next season, as Lance Stroll tries a late move in a corner. That was a blind spot. Lando Norris says thank you very much and takes P2 away. Now, can we defend against the McLaren is the question. We're currently 4th best team performance wise, however from P1 from P2 to, yeah, kind of P2 to P5 the performance are all the same. So overall our performance of the car is P2 best on paper, 4th best car, but still a really good car to fight for the World Drivers' Championship and the Constructors and possibly the win. Norris will get DRS because he got me and a detection point. Our aim now is to try and pull away from this lap running onwards as we now try and pull that gap away now. 1.0, and we did slide around the first corner. You can see how much that's costed us dearly because we've lost practically 0.6 of a second around turn 1, and you can see Norris closing onto us. We're going to give him as much room as we can, banging wheels with each other. Lando Norris takes the lead, however we're going to come back at him and we're going to both go wheel to wheel there. A late lunge from me, but I do keep it nice and tidy and clean. Fun fact, we haven't used a single flashback this race so far, especially around Singapore, a very hard circuit where you can and do make mistakes. That's just jinxing. That was just a jinx. I jinxed that, didn't I? Yesterday, by the way, I did use quite a bit of flashbacks because I came back from swimming really tired. So that's predominantly why I struggled. Because even I didn't finish the live stream yesterday to finish for the race. That's why I'm doing the race now because of that. But yeah, that's that. I wouldn't say cut the corner though there because we did lose time. So Lando Norris does a bit of a mini lockup I'd say for the kick saber, literally the kick saber train. Welcome along to the kick saber tram services. How can we help? I was thinking of going to stop tires, didn't I? I need to check one of it. Are these softs used or new? I believe they are going to be. Oh, we have what? We have new softs, new set of softs. Books was to start this race. Okay. Oh yes, because we didn't use them in Q3 because it was raining. Anyway, so if we could take this minimum to the end of the race, we could do good. But now the rear tire, but it's starting to kind of cook a lot around here, especially with this medium tires. Only lap 6, and we have 17% tire on the rear. This could be bad if we go to softs. After being, we're going to stick to our main strategy and go hard. As Lando Norris really putting on the pressure, and here we come. Lando Norris now retakes the lead for the first time this race. He officially leads the Singapore Grand Prix, struggling on the rear. I was thinking of going to softs. We'll be rapid if we go to softs, but forget that strategy. We've now lost the whole second, essentially a DRS to Norris, so we need to try and get that position back up. Apologies FIA, kind of looking at the timing screens as I'm trying to get by Lando Norris as we bang the wheel there. That's going to cost us 1.2 seconds worth, 1.4. This is not good for this race. It was saying McLaren downfall. Did Zach Brown hear that message and said, okay, Lando, trying to push, prove these idiots wrong. It's about time I let Lance Stroll by, but Lance Stroll. Lando hasn't really got the pace. He's got the pace now because he's overtaken me. Has clean air now because I don't have DRS, and now it's just men to men race pace, car to car pace to see who can easily take the lead back without a DRS. So that's the condition at the moment. Lando overtook me with the DRS, so that's what's paid off for him. However, the gap now 2.1 seconds. We are definitely not going soft tyres, otherwise we'll be binning our whole race chances here. We're going into hard tyres when we pit, which is when lap 11. So we got a good 4 laps or 5 laps just to stick with these mediums, which are not going to be ideal because these mediums are dead. And once these medium tyres are literally dying, these meds, so I don't know what to do. So that's for sure, because I do not want to oh, that's just ruining my race there.
Engine off, engine off.
Yeah, apologies. Like I was saying, all goes right. Apologies, just had to check my Discord chat. Anyway, DC wise, guys, 2.2 yet. Knows we could still catch up to Lando if we lower the differential, because when I'm on the straight I can feel vibrations, meaning the thing is too much there, as we have a bit of a mistake coming out of there. And we have a safety car. Why was a safety car? I did not want a safety car, but no. That's what's happened. Nobody's lost the front wing. So why do we ever say that's, is it because I slowed down or something by accident? I didn't even slow down, I hit the rear hit the wall, didn't it? Because no, I slid and it was coming out of the chicane, and then the car just... Hello Lando the editor. Yo, what's up man? This is a really sliding effect here, guys. I'm really struggling on these mediums. Lando Norris is pulling away. Meds was as we speak. Hello Lando the editor. Welcome along to this Singapore race stream. We've been struggling on these meds quite a bit now. 22% on the rear. That's predominantly why we aren't able to catch up to Lando Norris. You can see the rear now, and it was starting to cover. I do not want to box though. That's the thing, I do not want to box now, because we're going to just lose so much time due to the fact that we're only lap 8 of 22, so we're going to have to take hards, essentially more than half race distance. I'd rather stick out and try and attack Lando later on, but no, we're really struggling attackable for this medium term. Yeah, Meds was, we're not going to be able, plus we're not going to benefit from pitting early at this point, because we're just going to keep struggling. Go hard on lap 12. No, I can't extend. I need a box as ASAP, essentially, as soon as possible. And bless, our main strat is 11, lap 11. If we box lap 10 for hard, I think I can take it to the end of the race. However, it's going to be a challenge. It is going to be a real challenge, because we're now really struggling with the medium time, really struggling to keep the car even on the road here. I don't know what to do. Box lap 9, box this lap. I don't know. Hello Jack, give us some insight, Jack. Congrats by the way guys to Jack for his OFRL Brazil Grand Prix. Won pretty much the dream weekend for any F2 or F1 driver then. Could Jack help us today is the question. Jack, we're really struggling on the medium tyre, 25% on the meds at the rear. The fronts feel absolutely fine. However, we're sliding everywhere. Should we box this lap or go to our main strategy, lap 11, and box for hards? Is the question we're questioning now, because I can't. I'm losing 1.5 seconds per lap, and now it's essentially a train between me and Alex Albon and Lance Stroll. So I don't know, do we box this lap or what? Let me know. Lap 9, okay, yeah, lap 9 or now. If it's now, if it is now, we can box now and do it. Because I'm really, there is Lando Norris, and there is me. What do we do, guys? Shall we box this lap, or shall we stick out to lap 11? We are going to just keep losing so much time. I'd rather do the undercut and try and Driving help. Groomers. Lap 10. That's for sure. Okay. Oh, as we say, lap 10. Alexander Albon says, thank you very much, Albon. And never takes us.
Nice move. Good job.
5.1. Oh, we can't box lap 10 for sure. Yes, no, we're boxing this lap. Otherwise, we're gonna be sitting duck. We're 5.5 seconds slow.
Pitting this lap.
That's just so we're boxing this lap then for hard tires. What on earth is Alex Albon doing? Albon's taking out Stroll and myself there. You can see we're really struggling though. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna tune down the differential there. Oh! Alex Albon locks up right in front of us. Albon's that's cost him a possible podium in this race, because that was a big lockup for Alexander Albon, who was fighting for P3. Nice trap to mid. Yeah, but look at us. Oh, Alexander Albon locking up, and then. Alonso, what are you doing? Alonso's not in my team career mode, mate. But it's Stroll. This is Stroll and Bottas and Stroll in Aston Martin. Okay, the mediums are now starting to. Screw what I said. The mediums are still bad. Albon, what have you done? We're 6.3 seconds behind Lando Norris. We're cooked this race. Literally cooked. The mediums, the meds are still coming to us. The mediums have come to us. And I can feel the mediums are back. What do we do now? Box or stay out? Because the mediums, I feel, are much better now. Because I've reduced the differential. That's why now I can feel the mediums starting to come to us. And yeah, the rear is now gone to lime green, meaning we do have a bit of tire life in these mediums. We're gonna stay out. We're gonna stay out, go an extra lap on the mediums as we slide around. No, we're gonna pit this lap. Pitting this lap. That's it. We're not risking it. Well, it's already 7 seconds behind the race leader. I do not want more stuff in there. We're boxing this lap and soft tire runners should be boxing this lap as well. Then as 10s penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I didn't speed there, mate. The Singapore pit lane is ridiculous. It's so slow. So here we come then into the pit lane. This needs to be a nice, neat stoppage time from us as we come in past Senna. Senna's on softs and he's P10 now. Because the soft tire runners were struggling. Hamilton's in the pit lane. Hamilton's in the pit lane. So could have our strategy done good? I think our strategy was good as we come in the pits. Oh. Fast stop, good boys. Good crew, I'd say. 2.2 seconds. Hamilton's got mediums. Yeah, good luck, buddy. Good luck, buddy. On these mediums, you're gonna suffer. But like, how are drivers IRL able to pass the pit lane? It's so hard to pass the pit lane. Like the exit is so narrow. Like you can easily hit the barrier and lose your front wing, have a puncture, anything. But man, this is it now. So just as if we have 2 laps, boys, to prove that our strategy was good. If we gain time to Zhou Guan Yu, means that we have done a W strategy. It was, 13.6 seconds is sector 2 now. Sector 1. All we got to do is get within 13.4 seconds, I'd say. That shows that our tyre strap was right. Battery charge is higher, so we can use a bit of battery there. 13.3. So our gap is coming down massively now. 13.2. 12.9. 12.8. It's like when you're in a plane, you know the long haul flights, they have the screen and then it shows the altitude coming down. It's like this. Now it's going back up 13 seconds because we're braking and turning into the corner as well. Zhou Guan Yu is at the final corner. There he is, way out. 12.7 seconds. Senna's the only man in the pit lane. Could have our strategy done good? Could our strategy have done good? I think Senna was meant to pit last lap. Because we pitted, that's why he didn't pit. If we come out in front of Senna, meaning our strategy has paid off. He's going to mediums. Senna could get points here as we pass Senna, meaning we would come out. We're going to be P3, P3 or P2. We'll then the rest pit. Norris is going to have a big margin of a gap here, margin wise, to try and do good here. Senna's dropped to P17. He's behind Esteban Ocon, meaning this could be points.
Okay, gap ahead, 11.3 seconds.
Screw the gap ahead, mate.
Currently got a 3-second gap between you and the car behind. 3
That's
seconds.
fine. I don't care about the car behind. I care about the car in front of me. Hamilton's not my race today. If Lando wins it, let him win it. I just want to get minimum a podium or something here because I deserve a podium for today after all this effort. 10.3 point was because Joe Gorney is turning in the corner. We're now going on the straight. Meaning there, Norris is now in the pit lane. Norris has entered the pit lane. And we have about, let's say, 35 seconds. Let's say 20 seconds. Let's count. 1, 2. Ferrari have stayed out. They put Albon at Sainz. No, Albon's out on track still. Albon's taken the lead from not Fernando Alonso. Sorry, Valtteri Bottas. Norris has exited the pit lane now. Where are we gonna come? Fastest lap. I gotta go. See you, buddy. Thanks for joining, bud. We're coming out right in between Lance Stroll. So this 5.8 seconds. We have the faster, warmer tires. This could have been a paid-off strategy. Now we just need to do some overtaking, get our car back up to speed because Hamilton's up to 7th. So this means our undercut has worked splendidly because Senna is now P10, meaning within the rest pit ahead of us, we're going to be P9. Senna's going to be P9 or P8. This is really good. Now we just need to get ahead of Norris. Norris won't have DRS, burnt twice. The gap from him to Charles Leclerc is about, let's say, about 10 seconds, 11, about 9 seconds. So he's not going to get DRS. Is Lando Norris winning and now knows use all our battery and save a bit of differential.
6.3 seconds.
Piastri in the pit lane now. Sainz in the pit lane, Leclerc in the pit lane, and there is now Valtteri Bottas. Valtteri Bottas is now in the pit lane. So Bottas's pit stop has been delayed longer due to the fact that Lance Stroll had to do it. Lando Norris crosses the line now to lead the race along. We're going to go up to P2. Hamilton will be P3. Stroll P4.
ERS is low. ERS is low.
Oh, bit of a lock up there for us. I didn't pay attention. How was that 3-second penalty when I didn't see that, mate? Okay. But anyway, so we come around here. We have Hamilton 27.372.
is running a bit low. Look into changing your ERS mode in the MFD for a more conservative burn rate, or you might want to try some lifting or gentle braking to recharge.
That's fine. 6.4 seconds. Oh, 0.3 now. But 2 Lando Norris. We just need to keep this pace up. Where is my teammate? That's not the right button. At Senna's P10. So the gap deficiency to Valtteri Bottas is very dim. He could still get a good P5, P6 this race, which will be really good for the constructor fight here in Singapore this evening.
Front wing damage. Recommend you box for a new one. Box now. Okay, safety car deployed. Safety car's been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack. Okay, watch your pace. We've been informed the safety car is out. There appears to have been an issue with multiple stocked vehicles on the track.